Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really fascinating book, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by Harv Eker. We're going to get right to the heart of it and break down this one huge idea he presents. It's about this invisible force that he says either sets you up for wealth from the get-go or basically programs you for a lifetime financial struggle. Pretty intense, right? So let's kick things off with the big question the book really tries to answer. Have you ever looked around and just wondered, why do some people seem to get rich almost effortlessly, while so many others are constantly struggling? Just trying to make ends meet. Is it their education? Are they smarter? Did they just get lucky or pick the right career? What is it? Well, according to Eker, the answer is none of those things, not even close. He argues the real reason is way deeper, something that's running in the background, beneath the surface. It's this invisible force that he says is already in control of your financial life, whether you realize it or not. And that invisible force, he gives it a name, your financial blueprint. The best way to think about it is like a script that's already been written for you, or maybe even better, like an internal thermostat for money. It's this preset program that's running the show, deciding how you think and act around wealth long before you even make a single conscious choice about your finances. So what exactly is this blueprint? Well, it's basically the sum of every thought, every feeling, and every belief you hold about money. But here's the kicker, the part that's so important. Most of this programming was installed unconsciously when you were a kid. It's all based on what you heard your parents say, what you saw them do, and what you just kind of soaked in from the world around you. And it all happened before you were old enough to even think about questioning it. Eker has this really powerful metaphor to explain it. He says, look, your financial results, the money in your bank account, how much you earn, that's just the fruits on the tree. But here's the thing. Trying to change the fruits directly is a waste of time. If you want different fruits, you can't just tape new ones on. You've got to go deeper. You have to change the roots. And the roots, that's your inner world of thoughts and beliefs. And this leads us to what is probably the biggest idea in the entire book. Your outer financial world is just a reflection, like a printout of your inner world. So if you don't like what you see in your bank account, the answer isn't to go out and frantically chase more money. Nope. The place to start is by looking inside. Okay, so Eker breaks this down even further into what he calls the four realms. You've got the physical world, the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual. Now here's the key insight. Our physical world, the world of results, of money, the stuff we can see, is just the end result of the other three. It's like the chain reaction, right? Your thoughts create your feelings. Your feelings drive your actions. And of course, your actions are what produce your results. And here's the big takeaway from all that. Your wealth can only grow to the extent that you do. Your income can't outgrow you. So if you want to make more money, if you want to build more wealth, just chasing after new strategies isn't going to cut it. You have to first work on yourself, expand your own ability to actually handle that wealth. You have to grow first. All right, so how does this actually look in the real world? Well, the second part of the book is all about that. It gets into 17 specific wealth files. These are basically the exact ways that rich people think and act differently than poor and middle-class people. We're going to look at 3 of the most powerful ones right now. Okay, first step. The wealthy mindset is, I create my life. They believe they are in the driver's seat 100%. They take full responsibility for where they end up. Now, contrast that with the mindset of many who struggle, which is, life happens to me. This is the victim mentality, right? It's always someone else's fault. The economy, the government, my boss. And when you do that, you're just giving away all of your power. This next one is huge, and it's all about your intention. See, rich people play the money game to win. Their goal is massive wealth, abundance, freedom. But most other people, they play the money game just to not lose. Their main goal is survival, security, just having enough to get by. It's a completely different game with a completely different intention. And guess what? It gets completely different results. And this third one, this shift in focus is just critical. When a new situation comes up, people with a wealthy mindset are always scanning for the opportunities. They see the potential for growth, the upside. But people with a poor mindset, they immediately scan for the obstacles. They see the risk, the downside, all the reasons why something won't work. And because of that focus, they almost never take action. Okay, so we get it. We have this blueprint, and there are these huge differences in mindset. But that brings us to the biggest question of all, right? If this internal programming is running my life, how on earth do I actually change it? Well, the good news is Eker lays out a really clear four-step process. Step one is awareness. You just have to start recognizing your own limiting beliefs about money. Step two is understanding. You have to figure out where these beliefs came from. Who taught you that? Then step three is disassociation. This is where you realize, hey, that old thought isn't the real me. I learned it, so I can unlearn it. And finally, step four, reconditioning. This is where you actively and consciously choose to install new, empowering beliefs that actually serve you. And really, when you boil it all down, the most powerful message in this entire book is about choice. It's that your thoughts are not permanent. The programming you got as a kid is not a life sentence. You have the power at any moment to choose to think in new ways, ways that will actually support your happiness and your success. So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with a challenge that comes straight from the heart of this book. Just take a second and really think about it. What is one single belief about money that you inherited growing up? Maybe it's money is the root of all evil, or rich people are greedy, or you have to work your fingers to the bone to make a living. What is just one of those beliefs that you are ready to let go of, starting today? Because according to Harv Eker, making that one decision, well, that's the very first step to changing your entire financial destiny.